Muy buenas chavales, bienvenidos y bienvenidas a otro vídeo para el canal. ¿Qué tal estáis, chicos? ¿Qué tal ese final de semanita rico riquiño? Que ya se viene el buen fin de semana para descansar bien a gusto. Me quedan 2 fines de semana de pie vacaciones. Joder, qué ganas tengo. Ojalá me tocasen los 1 millones para poder vivir del cuento durante toda mi vida. Bueno, ojalá, tío, ojalá. Pero bueno, los 1 millones me parece a mí que no me van a tocar en toda la vida. Pero bueno, yo sigo echando a ver si algún día es una suerte. Pero bueno. Dejo de contar mi vida, que es muy pesado. Y nada, en el vídeo de hoy se viene un partidazo de la DBDLEAGUE. ARIANDEL contra VIKZZ. Y bueno, si vais a disfrutar de este partido mientras coméis, cenáis, merendáis, almorzáis, desayunáis, que os aprovechen mucho esa Jami. Y nada, espero que lo disfrutéis. Y creo que he dicho que lo disfrutéis 2 veces, ¿no? Me parece peor cosa de mi dislexia y de que soy retrasado, básicamente. Pero bueno, está bien. ARIANDEL, equipo ya que se conoce hace muchísimo, es un equipo, por así decirlo, de los más viejos, más veteranos en la DBDLEAGUE. Siempre están a muy alto nivel, siempre están en plan top 4 equipos de Europa o top 5, o sea, están siempre top 3, top 4, top 5, en plan de los mejores de Europa. Contra VIKZZ, que es un equipo nuevo, vamos a ver killers, vamos a ver jugadores que son conocidos. De hecho, hay un español en VIKZZ que me ha hecho ilusión verle ahí, la verdad, porque ese chaval, yo jugaba contra él y jugaba muy bien, así que vamos, me he sentido, no sé cómo decirlos, orgulloso por ver que hay más representación española en la de League. Y nada, en el primer partido estamos viendo un Drácula. Ya sabéis que a partir de ahora no comento ni cuántos killers hay. En plan, pues ya sabéis que es el mejor de 5. Puede haber hasta 5 partidas, 5 killers diferentes. Pero bueno, puede haber un 3-0 y que se acabe esto en 3 rondas. Así que yo no comento nada. Vamos a ver un 3-0, 4-1, 3-2. Puede pasar aquí de todo. Vemos Drácula, killer tier S, ya lo sabéis, es un killer arrollador en Chase, tiene mucho control de mapa con el murciélago. El murciélago, ya sabéis que para mí al menos es la mejor forma que tiene. Es cierto que es como para Chase no sirve, entre comillas, sí que sirve mucho para Chase, pero no puede hitear, ¿vale? Pero para mí es la mejor forma que tiene, va a una velocidad demasiado rápida. Yo la nerfearía un poco la velocidad del murciélago, creo que va demasiado rápido, sinceramente. Y nada, encima va con el a donde la Luli para que cuando el murciélago se teleporta a una ventana la cierre como si fuese el concierto. Entonces, bueno, va bastante potente. Face es el killer, no sé si lo conoceréis, yo sí, juega muy bien este chico, ya lo he visto en algún otro equipo, ahora es el killer provisto de VIKZZ. Así que a ver qué tal lo hacen. Os digo, los suplentes de Ariandel, aquí lo tenéis. Está. Joder, que se ve como una mierda. Aquí, Swatter, Hardware, LeMagic y Pick. Son, vamos, súper conocidos los 4. Literalmente son la hostia. De verdad, son unos jugadores excelentes. Ya lo vais a ver. Y lo normal es que un Drácula aquí se pilla a los 4, ¿vale? En este mapa. Es un mapa tirando a, vamos, para el killer, para que el killer salga 4K y a ver cuántos puntos recuelan. Pero bueno, a ver si dan los puentes y cuelgan los 5 motores. Va con erupción, pim pam pum, hecho fragante, tracción voluntad. Las 4 P's más fuertes que hay actualmente para motores. Así que a ver qué tal lo hace. Vamos para allá.
Got a very classic build. This is one that I've run plenty of times myself when doing scrims, as long as the balancing allows it. Where
Mira, un buen dato. Para que no sepa inglés, el Drácula fue el killer con el cuelgue. Suerte, sí creo que average es. No, first down, en plan. Tirar un subida al suelo, el más rápido, ¿vale? Fue el más rápido en el circuito invierno del 2025. O sea, fue el killer que tiró más rápido a un superviviente, más que una enfermera, más que un deterioro. Para que veáis lo jodidamente fuerte que es este killer en Chase.
like I predicted, you've got Lapis, which blocks the windows after you teleport, and Boots also increases your teleport range. So it's very good for a map like this that's very spaced out. And you've got Corrupt for the early game pressure. You've got Pain Res for that instant regression as soon as you hook someone, as long as you get lucky. And Pop Eruption.
Ya sabéis el tema de ir moviéndote al principio en el murciélago para ir más rápido, pero hay que de vez en cuando meterte en lobo o en Drácula para poder ver a los oponentes, porque en murciélago no se ven, obviamente.
honestly has made a big comeback as of late. It's become
Aquí hay unos.
pretty much a staple in a lot of killer sets that I've seen lately. And already we find
No se va a la zona del sac, es la zona más fuerte de este mapa, la zona que mejor le viene al superviviente, por tanto, como es la primera chase, que es la más fuerte de toda la partida, no va, bien hecho por VIKZZ.
I pick, and he, well, never mind, he leaves him instantly.
Mira, para que veáis más o menos las decisiones de este killer, esto me encanta, esto me encanta. El Drácula en 2 partidas se han hecho siempre 12 cuelgues, ¿vale? Average stages, los cuelgues que se hacen de media, 12, o sea, siempre se hacen 12, o sea, aquí el 4K siempre viene y normalmente se hacen 4 motores, 5 motores no se hacen. Y el primer down son unos 45 segundos, ¿vale? Vale, ya estoy, chicos. Joder, macho. Si os fijáis, me tengo que poner camiseta. Habréis visto el cambio porque he tenido que salir a la calle a discutir con el vecino. Si os puedo dar consejo, chavales. Vivir en un chalet. Se lo podéis permitir, claro. En plan, los vecinos al final dan problema. Es que está de obras y ya la ha liado parda, básicamente. Pero bueno. En fin, me callo un mes y continuamos al lío.
Trying to look for someone pressuring a Jin on the other side of the map.
He's already trying to interrupt the gen pressure. We did hear a little bit of progress, but in front of us there's some scratch marks switching towards the wolf form, maybe trying to get the first chase up and running. We don't see the survivor just yet doing a good work.
Claro, la otra ventana está cerrada por la Pendulí, solo queda esta ventana de aquí nada más.
Round, and the first one just
Esto era 50-50, a lo mejor saltáis la lía o no salta y también se la lía.
making break is going to be hard, but we've known him for a little while.
Paleta la primera y ni si lo
Our
piensa.
first hit also coming in from face.
Muy bien, aquí el palet, ¿vale? Hay que hacerlo.
Switching around to the survivors, they already see a bit of progress on those generators. So let's see how far Hardwell can take
Y murciélago perfecto para pillar distancia cuanto antes al superior.
it, or if face is going to break chase.
Yeah, they're doing the classic 2-1 split where they double one gen
Qué buena, y os fijéis, con un mínimo de visión, el juego traspasa. Perfecto, aquí
for
pasa.
the first chase. Oh, and a very nice Hellfire.
Ha visto la chase, ha durado nada. Desde que la ha visto hasta que ha terminado, ha durado nada la chase. Nada, 40 segundos diría por ahí.
Catches him over the dumpster filler. Gets a quick eruption,
Y ha tardado más porque ha tirado sac. Sin sac, pues dura menos la chase.
and he ties right next to the gen. So they have two stacking a gen, and then they had one on
No intenta la linterna, hostia, yo creo que podría haberlo intentado,
another. That's a very classic strategy, especially with a high chase pressure killer like Dracula, where they try to confirm a pop for the first down. But if this is Painres, they don't pop
Es gancho para adelante, muy bien.
that in time. And now he has pop and eruption ready, so they won't have a whole lot of gem progress for this first down because of that death location. And Faye's doing a really good job in chase.
That was
And-
a perfect setup. Even getting to interrupt the gen in time and applying the pop.
Yeah, and now it's got eruption too, so he
Le meten el por los demás de una, muy bien hecho, porque el turnier es bien fresco.
can go back. Oh, FTP comes out, try to prevent the tunnel out. So now Swatter is injured, but at least the person who is second stage is not injured.
Uf, aquí Suater, error muy grande. Debía haber... Si tiras el palet, metiste del otro lado, pero yo hubiese intentado pegar una vuelta. O tiras el palet y te vas del tirón por el vehículo grande. Aquí Suater lo ha hecho bastante mal.
And
Oh,
¿Sabéis? En plan, tirar el palet y del tirón, pum, por aquí. ¿Sabéis? Para ponerse en una distancia segura, pero lo ha tirado, se ha movido, si os fijáis, un par de metros a la izquierda y luego ha vuelto. Y eso ha sido lo que le ha dado tiempo al hit.
Swatter pre-drops that pallet and gets mind gamed on it. Well, mind games himself, if anything. So goes down, it gives him a very quick down, erupts 2 gens, and now another pain res. This is actually like looking really good for VIKZZ. I don't think they'll pop us a gen for another maybe stage at this rate.
Si os fijáis, Hardwell, que es el que tiene un cuelgue, se va del motor este que está muy cercano al cuelgue y se irá más lejano a otro motor para estar un poquito más seguro, ¿vale? Porque al fin y al cabo tiene un cuelgue.
another hook coming in. And he should be able to apply that pop as well. It's the perfect start for him, corrupting that first gen. Magic still able to work on his though. The other two were left their gens. But now
Yeah,
he's
that-
also forced to leave.
Adiós.
And now he has to play a very weak 4 lane against a killer that can get speed boost and has a very far lunge. So
Y se vuelve, muy bien. Otro hiteado y se vuelve.
it's a free hit, and FaZe just instantly leaves and pops the gen.
Bueno, puedo pillar al revés.
And this gen was really high progress, so
Porque sabe que este motor de la izquierda está en avance.
that's a big pop value. If you didn't know, pop is total progression of a gen, not the full gen, like the full 20%. And already interrupting this gen too. I think they should be able to pop one. I believe I saw
Está aguantando FaZe muy bien el early, muy
Hardwell
bien.
working on the gen prior to this. They reset most likely behind main building, and FaZe knows, so he's gonna go to that direction, try to interrupt them if he can.
Game sense is on point with this one. Doesn't seem to find them just yet. I mean, obviously they're going to be hiding, but her scratch marks being found now, switching towards the platform, trying to catch up. And there
He's
he
got
is,
this-
magic again.
Yeah, he's got this
No, eso no da ni de coña, está subiendo ya muy hacia la derecha.
very strong rock filler. Now, obviously Dracula has the Hellfire, but he can't really do much on this because it's so...
Aquí muy bien, no rompe el palet porque su vete tendría todo el mapa de cara, sino que le va a dejar en el otro lado, y a lo mejor ahí sí que lo rompe, pero claro, ya le tiene encerradito.
tall, you can't hit your Hellfire over it. So now he's just going to go Wolf form and instantly break this, try to zone him. They finally pop a
Muy bien, os fijáis, le deja encerrado, pum, y ahora va a ser un hit
gen, which, you know, obviously they have a few gens high progressed actually, even with all this regression that he's been getting. Magic takes a hit and goes back to the 4 lane. Does he get the vault in time?
Muy justo, no se ha cancelado por medio
He
segundo.
does. Oh, he gets his lithe.
That's huge. I mean, this might be the point for them to possibly...
Perfecto, Faz, está jugando muy bien.
Never mind. Turn it around a little bit. If that chase would have been a bit longer, maybe they could have put some additional progress onto those gens. Let's see if they get that last gen in time.
Uy,
Hardwell,
este motor.
Oh, this-
depending if that's going to be a pain.
Ah, ya está.
And it was... Oh, no. Oh, this is looking very good for VIKZZ.
Si os fijáis, Hardwell ahí no continúa con el motor porque si llega y le mete el pim pam pum lo va a bajar todavía más. Entonces mejor que se retresione un ratito, 10-15 segundos, que le mete el pim pam pum. Esto es todo decisivo.
Not very good for ARIANDEL. This map, you're seeing a lot of the times you're seeing like 1 or 2 gens for like each stage, each maybe couple stages, and they've popped 1 gem for 3 separate stages, and he still has pop eruption. So, oh, and also he's getting rid of resources as well. Like he's not just getting quick chases and they're not using anything; they're getting rid of these pallets, and he's still getting chases downs very quickly. So FaZe is doing very well right now.
I'm so impressed, honestly.
Cara equilibrada de Sota.
Early drop down, close to the catch of second gen popping now. Swarder's trying to put up more time for his own team, charging the Hellfire. Open field, not easy to hit. We can
Muy bien, sabe que aquí está la ventana, quita el fuego y M1,
do
perfecto.
that. The window,
Y ahora está encerrado en el jungle, está encerrado.
not doable. First hit for Swarder once again. Comp drop coming in on the pallet. We need more time for the survivors.
Perfecto, o sea, no puede hacer nada Soter, nada,
Yeah, this like once that
Para ver, es que las chases duran, es que no duran ni 30 segundos, no duran ni 30.
pallet is down from that position, you're pretty much dead. Like it's basically like running a Wesker on this tile. It's with Wolf form is so versatile on a lot of things, and with Dracula, even on the things that you can't use Wolf on, you have Hellfire. So that's why I just love this killer. I love watching the chase, and FaZe playing this super well is making me really happy right now.
¿Estás para la
So
erupción?
entertaining. Also
Waiting
waiting for
for-
the eruption.
Yeah. He wants to make sure that his next down regresses this gen even more. And I think that it's getting close to its kick limit, actually. So I think maybe this eruption and 1 more kick, and I think it's out of regression events.
Which
A por Soter del tirón, en parte de su sé que tiene por los demás, así que no puede ser defendido.
could be a saving grace for our survivors, but honestly, they need to crank up the focus on the objective a bit more. But essentially, what it comes down to is how much time you can waste in chase. Well, FaZe is on it once again. Swatter still being injured. BT gonna.
Aquí Soter está jugando muy mal la chase, Es tanto la primera como esta, muy mal. No te puedes comer esto, tienes que quedarte en el pan.
Base keep BT is gonna run out. Hit onto Swatter.
Pon a Soter al poto.
Well, a 1 gen. At least the Magic's gen should pop, right?
Pues para, quita el
Yeah,
cuadro.
he should be able to pop it. He's already used
No, muere. No, he dicho nada.
Water's pain res.
Yeah.
I do not believe that Hardwell will pop his gen. Yeah, FaZe knows exactly where Hardwell is working on this gen, and he goes straight to him, and Hardwell knows that he can't make it. So I believe he's going to just take the pop value
Menos mal que se ha ido el
and then probably try to
Hardwell.
find someone else at this point. Oh no, he's just waiting for his eruption. He wants that minus 10%.
He's cool, calm, and collected. I like seeing that he takes his time on the eruption. He knows exactly what he got to focus on. I mean, the survivors as well, right? Them not popping the gen, them trying to play it safe, not giving FaZe anything for free, really. But it's still FaZe is
Como se juega contra Drácula me recuerda mucho a cómo se juega contra Enfermera. Que con 6 no se puede aguantar si uno se esconde y ya está.
impressing me very much.
Yeah, he's playing this very well. Like I can tell that his game sense is on point, and also his chases have been very good. So, like he's getting so much pressure right now. Obviously, the serves are already at 2 gens, and he
Qué buena el giro ese con la roca, brutal.
it's a 3v1, but no, there's no one death hook yet, so he can't force a 2v1 and confirm 4k1. So this could be maybe a 4k0 if FaZe continues to play well and survivors are able to
Hala, hasta luego,
quickly
Charlie.
enough. If FaZe can find iPick and get that
Hala.
pain res as well, then I don't know if they can.
No, no me hagas esto, por favor. Joder, macho. Me cago en la madre que me parió. De verdad, tío. Puta mierda de Twitch. Voy a ponerlo más o menos, ¿vale, chicos? No estoy seguro. Suater estaba muerto. Vale, justo aquí.
iPick, and they might be able to bring this back. And FaZe, it
No,
seems
espera,
they did.
¿esto? No, esto no lo hemos visto.
So it's not another pain res.
Pain res as well.
Vale, aquí,
Then
justo aquí, estamos
I
aquí.
don't
Justo,
know if they
perfecto.
can pop another gen.
iPick cannot be found, you're right. That would be again detrimental. Now going to hook onto Hardwell. We
Pero el Pim Pam Pum tiene que ir allí a todas
already
hostias.
had a hook stage on him, so it's
O meterlo aquí también.
not another pain res.
Qué buenos Pim Pam Pum meten, O sea, es una barbaridad. O sea, es que usan las perks a la perfección prácticamente.
Question is, how do you maneuver yourself out of this? I guess you need to focus on the gens, try to maybe even double one to get out of the way, but then FaZe is gonna know where you're at, and you might get into that, I guess, strudel of having to save your friend, having to push generators, and having to reset, and trying not to get snowballed.
Yeah, honestly, in this position, I think iPick is probably the best chase option because,
Primer error de fase. Si no, al pozo leis.
yeah, he may be the pain res, but he is healthy and also his first stage. So, but he's deciding to try to tunnel out Hardwell here, and he does have eruption on that main gen. iPick,
Ah, segundo error. Esto es una cagada.
if he got back onto that gen by truck, which it seems he did, he is able to pop that. Now, if
No, no
Hardwell
he
can
llegado.
hold
Vienen a cancelarlo porque no llega.
the chase, Lamagic should be able to pop main building, and they might be able to bring this back. And
Tiene
FaZe
que
knows
ir,
that, so he
claro.
decides to leave. It is possible that he doesn't make this though.
Oh,
I don't know how.
Estos dos errores a tomar por culo el general.
Close one.
Oh, he doesn't make it. And now Hardwell instantly gets on the gate. I pick stealth so he doesn't get that extra fresh hook. And Lamagic is in chase. FaZe
Quiere encontrar a Epic, ¿vale? Como tiene 0 juegos, quiere encontrarle a él para sumar los mayores juegos
trying
posibles.
to look for iPick, I'm assuming,
Dejáis Epic, se esconde.
or at least interrupt the gate.
And it's also so interesting. Oh, a lot of progress on the gate. He's trying to get there in time, but this might just end up being a 3 out. The pump against the tires. iPick getting
Ya
another
está.
hit, but you know, it's not going to be another one. And this is impressive, right? His start was
Ya la-
like
vamos a algo.
picture perfect.
Pues 3 escapes, esto es muy raro verlo, muy raro. Ya lo visteis en las estadísticas, que no se escapa nadie. O sea, básicamente no se escapa nadie. Pues 3 escapes, o sea, y simplemente por el final de partida. Ah, por cierto, los suplentes muy bien en tema de motores, escondiéndose cuando toca, tal, no sé qué. Las chances han sido malas por parte de los suplentes, o sea, el killer se los ha papeado quitando esa última, que ha cometido 2 errores, que le ha tirado la partida, literalmente. O sea, fijaros lo que son, nada, un par de errores, no tiras al superviviente, erupción, no se produce y se pierde la partida, así de sencillo. Pero quitando eso, pasa a jugar una muy buena partida, pero los suplentes también muy bien, se han escondido bien, tal, los motores poco a poco, no sé qué, o sea, muy bien. Y ya está, o sea, Y esa última chase contra Ice le ha matado la partida. Así que nada, siguiente partidita, 43-59. Para aquí, perfecto.
Comp.
Vamos para allá.
So, oh, never mind. We see he goes with agitation instead of pop.
Bubo, es el killer de ARIANDEL. Es que Bubo para mí, vamos, es de los mejores killers del mundo, así que sin duda lo va a hacer de puta madre. Y aquí vemos a Nathan, que es el chico que os digo que es español, he jugado contra él, y os digo, juega muy bien. A Demo también le conozco, y a Jiggy y a Sidro no les conozco, no sé quiénes son, sean nuevos en la DBDLEAGUE, vamos, están aquí solamente es que sean muy buenos.
Everything else the same, just
Y lleva agitación en vez de pim pam pum. Está bien, agitación ya sabéis que es de las mejores, pero también del juego muy infravalorada.
agitation instead, which is a very good choice actually. Pop is not.
Mira, veis, ahora ha cambiado la historia. 3 partidas, 10 goles de media, 4.33 dones hechos. Y ahora ha subido un poquito el tiempo, a 56 antes creo que era de 40 y algo.
Not what it used to be, and this map is very big, so hook location is a very important factor.
El tier 2, por cierto, significa la fuerza del killer, ¿vale? Para la DBDLEAGUE el Drácula es un tier 2, en plan, tier 1 son los killers más fuertes, tier 2 sería el siguiente tier.
And already finding someone.
Muy buena aquí por parte de Bubu.
Already finding someone very quickly, and
Y a encontrar al superviviente extremadamente rápido.
already an injure as well, maybe a down.
Aquí error de Bubo, porque estaba Nathan contra la roca completamente recto, y aquí error de Bubo.
Oh, and his aunt dodges it. And I believe makes this main pallet. I doubt he's going to be able to do much on it because this is a very weak pallet.
Aquí no voy a hacer nada, Nathan, nada.
Oh, already a doubt. This is already
No sé si quería caer en palet, no lo sé, pero no puede hacer.
looking better for Ariandel. Like, FaZe had a very quick first chase, but he took a little bit to find people. This was pretty much immediately.
Yeah, the survivors of Ariandel, they did a really good job at hiding it out, essentially, and leaving the gens early enough for FaZe to have to actually actively look for them. Now with the first hook stage coming out so quickly, Bubble might already have a better start.
Yeah, and he's already, like,
No usa gancho para el gelante, por cierto. Vale.
doesn't have to focus on using his pop, so he can just try to go around the map and spreading as much eruption as he can. And now he already is interrupting
Se va por el herido, muy bien hecho.
3 survivors. You see Zydru on the ace, obviously Nizan being the tunnel out, and Daimao also
Si os fijáis, rompen en forma de vampiro para ir lo antes posible hacia ellos.
being the one who saved and FTP'd. So there's only one person working on gens at the moment. Well, now 2, but
No, hasta
he's
luego,
in chase with a second person. And he goes down. And that's also eruption. And I just realized that Bubo didn't actually get to use his first pain res. So now if he's able to find Nizan later and he hooks them, then he's able to get that pain res then too. And maybe they won't expect it. Who knows?
Oh, just in time with the pain
Qué pena, por nada, 3 segundos.
res on Jiggy's gen. That's huge, actually. And in
That's actually huge agitation value as well.
Oh, absolutely. I think because of him bringing the agitation as well, not going for the pain
Joder, qué pedazo de hit brutal, con el jueguito aquí.
res in the first one
Wow.
was a conscious choice. Jiggy getting that hit. No, he wanted to dodge that one, but oh well. Injured chase it is now. Bubble trying to catch up. Volt
A tomar por culo la
to
ventana.
go for the window. Well, Jiggy makes his way over to its pallet, but this is going to be a 50-50. Maybe we're going to leave this one, but Bubble trying to go with the main games, but where did
Hasta luego,
you go
Charlie.
on the outside? That's not a vault
Aquí es muy difícil esta estructura.
you can make.
contra
So
un Drácula.
another down coming in. Daimao still being injured. They're trying to pop Nazan's gen while completing the reset. They need this gen.
¿Le dará tiempo? ¿Le dará tiempo?
Yeah, they really do. And I believe they
Buah, mega close.
do make it. Yes, they do. Okay, that's actually very big. Their other highest progress gen was about 50%, and now it's down to about 30-ish. So they
Tiene que equilibrar, así que no hay problema.
don't have much gen progress, but at least that's, a pain res out of the way, so it's not going to
Pare de una.
maybe cost them a gem
muy
later
bien,
on.
perfecto.
And Bubo is very lucky that Jiggy decided to not lock in, and run him
Aquí se debería convertir en Drácula, yo
for
creo.
the next 5 generators. So good. Thank you, Jiggy, for giving us better
No.
competition.
Huge shout out to Jiggy.
Muy
Nathan
bien,
now
Elena.
trying to live up the same
Aquí es hit. Aquí ya se ha equivocado por este camino. Esto ya.
reputation. Like getting first hit, maybe making
Eso
the
es.
window, but it's not a fast vault.
Pero bueno, coge una distancia, tal. Ahora se tiene que convertir en murciélago y saldrá por la
But
ventana.
there you go, now making his way over
Ahí
towards
está.
the shag, though. Oh, that low catching up, teleporting towards the window. Pallet drop comes in handy, vaulting over it, but
Veis ahí el pro tip, ¿vale? Se mete con el murciélago por encima de palet y lo rompe. Y así el superviviente se queda totalmente body bloqueado dentro del sac. Brutal aquí, Bubu.
doesn't get the vault back. Now you're injured in close proximity to the killer. Let's see how much longer you can go. But the way this is going with another pallet,
No le ha dado de
his
milagro.
resources, is
Muy bien aquí, Nathan, ¿eh?
second gen has to pop.
Yeah, and it looks like, yes, it does. It does just in time before the down comes out.
Y aquí adiós.
Now, Bubo did
Ahí no puede hacer nada, Nathan. Bueno, lo ha hecho bien. O sea,
really well in the shack there,
aunque no me parezca, lo ha hecho bien.
and he goes down. But Bubo, like I was saying, Bubo did really well in shack there, blocks the window, and then forces Nezan to drop the pallet and then vault it, and then he breaks the pallet on the same side, so
Ahora sí, gancho para de Nathan.
they literally can't go anywhere. So it was a free zone, and now he gets the pain res. So there's another gen across the map that is decently high progress.
Ahí tenemos el sprint de Sidra.
Where? Let's see how he's going
No,
to play.
no, yes.
Already finds another chase. This is a distinct difference from VIKZZ's trial. Bubble doesn't have any problem finding these survivors and starting chases, trying to interrupt them from getting progress onto their objective. But he also knows, like you've mentioned, another gen is going to have progress. You need to keep in mind the
Y le cura muy bien.
back pressure. And with him going for all of these different survivors and these fresh hooks, these gens are going to start running at some point.
Claro, Deimao es su segundo cuelga, así que tiene que tener mucho cuidado ahora.
Yeah, now Daimao is also FTP'd once again.
Agilidad muy
So
buena.
now he's already been hooked. So now he's going to be second stage,
Y aquí no tiene nada, creo que el palet no lo tenía.
and obviously
Ah, sí, sí que lo tiene, sí que lo tiene.
he's injured. So, and
Aquí ha dudado demasiado, no suelta palet, así que al punto.
even if Bubo just downs him instantly, okay, never mind. I thought that would be a bit of a
Aquí vemos una erupción de Laura.
longer chase because he had this pallet still down. But very good chase from Bubo, because
Y mira, le ve cómo se va hacia la izquierda.
now he has 2 death hook, and he can probably get one of them out of the trial in time before
Está aquí detrás, quizás.
all the gens pop, and might be able to get both of them.
Ahí estaba, pero bueno.
Now he's hooked everyone except for Zydru, which means that if he commits for Zydru, then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he has 4 stages across Daimao and Nezen, and 1 across Jiggy. So that means if he hooks Zydru, then that is a win for Ariandel. That would be 6
Yep.
stages, 4 fresh.
If he gets one player out,
Con la linterna.
and then all the gens pop and the 3 men
Bien, justo, aprovechan el hit este para descolgar, muy bien hecho.
out, that would knock a tie. But we are so close to them possibly taking it over VIKZZ in the first set.
Yeah, this is like they're still at 2 gens too, and he's in chase with a Deathhook survivor, and like there isn't really any helping that you can do. So this is going to be looking like it's going to be a 3v1 at 2 gens left.
Agilidad, muy bien, no lanza el hit, pues ahí tiene agilidad.
Comes up with the live.
Uy, aquí tenía que haber aguantado un poquito. No es que va muy bien Deimao, pero tenía que haber aguantado un poquito aquí el
And then,
golpe.
dodges the Hellfire. Very nice, Daimao. He's known in the
Ahí no puede hacer nada, no se puede hacer nada. Nada.
he's known in the scene as Dai Meow, so he's trying to make his fans proud. Unfortunately can't dodge the wolf there.
Aquí lo hemos visto con el aura, por
So
aquí.
Trying
now
to get those head pads.
yeah, exactly. He's a big
Dios dos hit porque está la ventana
fan
cerrada.
of doggos. That's why he didn't want to have a super long chase.
Let's see if Nathan can get an even longer chase at them. We have some more progress on this. Shanksider has to leave it though, which is unfortunate. When we look at Jiggy's gen, doesn't have a lot of progress. So Bubble now is a bit more free in the way he's going to play this, because even if these two gens pop, these survivors are on the task now to get everyone out of the trial.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but when we switched over to Zydru's POV, you saw him shining his flashlight
Ahí había visto marcas a la izquierda, pero no quería.
and walking away. Now, that wasn't a form of BM. Champion of Light and
Quiere pillar a Nathan, que está libre.
self-awareness. Sorry, it's fixated now. My apologies. They
Para mí que le han curado detrás de mí.
increase your walking speed while holding a flashlight, and it's pretty much running speed. So you can essentially run away without leaving any scratch marks behind. So it's a very good way to stealth the Dracula's bat form, because Dracula's bat can't see survivors; he can only see scratch marks. So they're trying to play the ultimate stealth mode right now, which they kind of need to. Like, this is very easily losable for them at the moment.
I was gonna say, they need to be calm and collected.
Claro, es que a Bubo le da igual que le hagan el motor de lejos, se tiene que defender 3 y con eso gana la partida.
But most of all, very careful.
No va a venir hasta aquí, no tiene ningún sentido.
Nathan
Y ahí muy bien, Nathan es el que repara porque es el que muere, entonces sabe que allí está seguro, por así decirlo. Si viene a esta zona, que es la zona para proteger el killer, mejor que vengan Diego Sidor que tienen un cuelgue y 0 cuelgues, ¿sabéis? Así que ahí muy bien los calls del equipo.
with a lot of
Parece tontería, pero todo esto importa y mucho.
progress on his gen. But given the speed of our killer here, he might be able to interrupt this one once again.
And it looks like, yeah, Bubo actually has a 3-gen here, so I don't think he cares about that gen where Niazan just popped it at all. So he just wants to try to hold these gens, and with Eruption and this killer and a 3-1, that's very doable. They don't have
Yo creo que mueren aquí todos, sinceramente. Están los motores demasiado.
many resources left
Y tiene erupción, así que.
in this area. A lot of the chases were taken here throughout the game,
Y Nathan, la próxima vez que le pille, que sea en algún momento, se va al pozo.
which means that they're going to have to play this extremely patiently if they want to be able to get all of them out here.
Do you think chances are looking good that they're gonna tie this one?
It's possible.
Muy bien, aguanta su pared, porque si lo tiras, estás bien
I do
jodido.
think it's possible with this 3-gen
Ay, aquí se ha equivocado.
and Nizan getting hit that quickly, and with Eruption on the only 2 gens with progress, this is looking as if though it's in Bubo's favor right now. Maybe Casper's Curse will prove me wrong though.
So we can blame you. Let's go.
Y ya
Yeah,
está.
yeah. I'll be the one to blame if Ariandel loses. By the way, just so you know, guys.
Y no les da tiempo. No les da tiempo.
Doubling this one now.
They're doubling this gen trying to pop it. I don't know if they make it though, because I think Dracula can traverse so quickly. I think he gets here in time.
Como que ya ha ganado, ¿vale? Si os fijáis, tiene 7 colgas, así que ya han ganado.
But I don't think it
Maybe.
matters anymore. Nathan being out of the trial marks our 7th hook stage. And even
Uy,
with
casi.
the last gen popping this
Ya sabéis que esto lo hacen por los puntos, ¿vale? De la liga, que son importantes.
set
Aunque haya perdido la partida, la lucha no está.
has been decided in favor of Ariandel. And I have to say, VIKZZ did put up a great fight, but look at Bobo. He's playing now as if he's freed from all of his...
El Adonis es estúpido, el Lapis Lazuli con un killer tan fuerte, tío, que cerrar las ventanas, qué locura.
Oh,
Muy bien aquí, sí.
close one, nice dodge. But I think this is even going to be a 4K 0.
¿Cómo gira, el puto lobo de mierda?
Yeah, this
Pues ya está.
though.
You
Hala.
have a heads up just because
Ahí están el de los supervivientes y nada, muy bien jugado por Uva. Un juego muy también el equipo de Vic para ser un equipo que ha llegado ahora de por así decirlo. Oye, le han clavado los 5 motores a Bubo. Poca broma, ¿vale? Poca broma, ¿vale? Pero es Bubo con un gran killer y le han clavado los 5 motores. Así que la verdad que muy bien hecho. Vale, vamos a la siguiente partidita. El primer punto va para Ariandel. Siguiente partida es plaga, ¿vale? Para que lo sepáis. Vale, aquí justo.
Top side.
La placa es famosa por ser la más lenta en hacer el primer caído, ¿vale? Ambas chases ayer fueron más largas que 3 minutos. Claro, ¿sabéis por qué? Porque es M1. Sí, le tendrás herido al superviviente, todo lo que tú quieras, pero eres M1. Y estos supervivientes contra M1 saben jugar en plan ¡mua! De maravilla. Encima es Pozo de Asfixia, que es un mapa muy fuerte para el superviviente, no como el anterior. Para mí, yo la plaga, para que fuese un mapa justo para ella, yo le pondría en una granja, sinceramente. Una granja, la granja más fuerte, así que me pones la granja más fuerte y le haría un mapa decente. Pero es que por eso la plaga en este mapa la van a partir por la mitad, por regla general, ¿vale? Es un killer de media tabla y le pones un mapa muy fuerte a supervivientes. Así que el mapa lo bueno que tienes es que cuando tengas una zona y te haces fuerte en esa zona, pero al principio sufres muchísimo.
Now, not as good, because, you know, his gens are corrupted, but
Intervención corrupta es obligatoria en este mapa, ¿vale?
still very good.
Le ha salido una fuente allí y tienes la dona amarillo, así que tendrá otra fuente aquí. Y esta dona amarillo es para que la infección verde se quede más tiempo en tanto en los motores como ventanas, armarios, totems, todo.
This is looking excellent for him.
Cofres creo que también.
And also, he has a classic plague build with corrupt to stop the early gens, Painraz, eruption.
Bueno, sí, la típica build. Tanatofeno va muy bien. Gancho flagelante de erupción, porque al menos con esto, si infectas a los 4, 1 se tiene que quitar la infección y te da el poder. Entonces te se la cuenta, por eso se va a Stapper, ¿vale? Para que si infectas a los 4 se lo quiten. Porque si no llevas Stapper y infectas a los 4, nadie se va a quitar la infección, ¿vale? Los países, nadie. Pero gracias a Stapper, pues sí que uno lo hace.
Obvious combo, and then Thana, because it's very easy to get survivors infected. And when
Vamos a ver, se han jugado 2 partidas con la plaga. Veis tier 3, es un tier más bajo. Creo que hay 5. Creo que hay 5 tiers, aunque no estoy 100% seguro. Normalmente hacen 7 colgues y medio, normalmente. Se le hacen 4 motores, porque las plagas se quedan normalmente en una zona protegiendo un Trillion. Y fijaros, el primer down se suele hacer a los 3 minutos y 12 segundos. O sea, en fin.
they get infected, they get injured. So if you can get all 4 injured, you get a minus 20% progression speed on all
Me encanta estas cifras, es verdad. La DBDLEAGUE se la está sacando.
generators, cleansing totems, and I don't think it affects exit gates, but already getting injured, well, getting infected, sorry, and will be injured very soon, trying to just play check spots on this jungle
No,
gym.
no llega.
Ooh, ping.
El buen ping.
We like to see it.
I
Bubo's
gotta
trying to-
say,
Una pena porque había encontrado un subiente bastante rápido.
Bubo was trying to pull out that Russian ping for a second. But you were saying?
relying on that ping. Okay, for one, judging by the quick restart, I'm assuming the builds haven't changed yet. So just keep in mind that players could now be aware of the other side's perks, of the perk builds. Also, I could possibly argue that this start has already been better for Bubble
Muy buen mid game.
because of the early infection, and now finding
Por cierto, Doc está jugando de superviviente. Y Karma, vamos, a todos lo conozco, ha sido el killer de la anterior partida. Y Karma también juega muy bien, ¿vale?
Dog as well.
He visto jugar en torneos de 1 contra 1 Karma y juega muy bien, ¿vale? La chase al menos, ¿no?
And getting a second infection? I think this is even better than the first one, no?
Oh yeah, this is already going much better. I think maybe they were stealthing a bit more because obviously they had the ping issue, but
Yeah.
Bubo getting 2 very quick infections, and then like his corrupt isn't even over yet. It's about to be, but it's not fully over, and he already has 2 infections and is in chase with someone very shortly, and now he's going to get his corrupt purge and try. I'm guessing.
Esto se hace mucho de pillar una fuente con apenas nadie infectado al principio de partida para hacer tu primer colgueo lo más rápido posible, ¿vale? Básicamente se hace solo por eso, para ser más agresivo.
To get a very quick down. Now he has the yellow apple.
Yo hubiese cogido esta fuente. ¿Por qué? Porque están reparando el motor de sac. Así que yo habría cogido este y habría directamente para allí porque tienes al menos algo que...
Which gives you an extra pool of devotion, so you get your corrupt purge an extra time. So just in case the survivors don't cleanse, you at least get a second chance to use your power. And also, he's using the seal, which increases duration of infection on objects. So now that's actually really good for him, because if he kicks a Jin and it starts regressing, and he then infects it, if a non-infected survivor goes to touch it, they either get infected or they have to wait even longer for the Jin to regress.
Este palito es muy bueno contra la plaga.
Which in turn for the survivors means, oh, you're going to be
Muy bien, ese cambio de dirección, perfecto. Si no os esperabais, la computadora.
injured for a long time, and then your corrupt purge is going to hurt that much more. First injury coming out with no
¿Lo han hecho para
generator
adelante?
popping yet, and look at that.
Creo que sí.
I think the furthest progressed gen is only at half.
Yeah, it's only at 50%, and it's on the other side of the map too.
Yeah.
So, like, and also he's in chase with the other injured survivor, and it may be on Shaq, but he does have corrupt purge. So, never mind. He decides to leave that. This gen did
Ahí está, gancho para adelante usado.
get
I'm busy.
regressed, and he
En el saque está uno. Yo iría al saque directamente.
already picks up his second corrupt purge. Now, I don't know if he's going to decide to try to chase Doc or just make sure that Zadru hits second stage so he can get a quicker tunnel out. He might try a little bit of both, actually, from the looks of it.
They're so close together. He's gonna be able to keep them both busy, but not sure if you can completely
Estoy utilizando el poder para que no se lo saquen antes del segundo cuelgue, básicamente. ¿Vale?
go for this. Cameron now completing the first gen. That's put a little bit more pressure, but Xider is getting closer and closer to the second stage. If you send a full health survivor over there, you're going to get injured. Especially with the corrupt purge, it's very well going to be a trade, if not even a double down. Not sure if it's worth it trying to prevent the second stage. You have to have a full life survivor rotating in, which is going to be Karma, who just completed their gen, trying to get it in time. A hit coming out, not in time. He gets it,
Adiós.
but like predicted,
Muy bien, perfecto, Nathan. Antes de que Sidru llegue al segundo cuelgue, la rescata. Muy bien.
will be a trade. Xider, however, does get away.
Yeah, they traded the very last second, so he waited all that time, a full 69,
Vete, loquete, vete, que vas a morir.
seconds, waiting for him to hit second stage, and doesn't even get it. And he does get another pain res, but now this gen at Shaq is got quite a few regression events already.
Muy bien ese giro de cámara de la plaga para que no existe la ventana.
And now he has to wait for. Never mind, they already have pulled, but they had to wait so much longer to finally get a tunnel out too.
Dog and Jays trying not to use the pallet. Too early drop.
Si os fijáis, parece una tontería, mirar, es una tontería.
So much.
Pero se mete por aquí porque es obviamente el lado más largo del loop del killer,
Longer
¿vale?
to finally get a tunnel out too.
Y aquí, en vez de meterse aquí al palet, que muchos lo haríamos, ya meternos al palet, dice, no, me voy para allá para tener el lado abierto del mapa, ¿vale? Pues si el killer viene por aquí detrás, el killer se queda encerrado. Y se viene por aquí, bien.
Dog and Jays trying not to use the pallet.
Y aquí te da para allá porque se ve acongojado. El killer obviamente no le va a dejar irse.
Too early dropping it now. Ping makes these
Hostias, vaya, no sé, un poco robo.
decisions.
Creo que he tirado el M1 un poquito tarde.
What?
That French ping coming out. Doc, I see you. Put this in the YouTube video.
Pues gran error.
Yes, please.
This is going to be in another ping
Ya
compilation
está.
soon.
Vale.
Oh, not this one though. That's a clean hit onto Dog. Second down coming in.
He felt Bubo got robbed, so he decided to
Yeah.
give it to him. Decides, I believe, not to use a pain.
Si os fijáis, Bubo está jugando en esta zona, no se ve de aquí, ¿vale?
Yes, yeah, he decides not to use a pain res and just take the normal hook. I'm guessing deeper into the map so that he can try to
Creo que lo han reparado bastante bien.
keep him from making topside a little bit easier.
Interesting thing to point out here is that they've got 3 fresh hooks for now. So, not even close to any tunnel outs. Are you expecting to get a 4K? So, fresh hooks could technically come into play. Are you trying to get all of these win conditions in line for your team? Or did the survivors just not give you any opportunity to go for the tunnel out?
Well, it seems that Bubo is nodding and agreeing with you. So maybe he can hear you, but
Yo os digo, han dejado este motor y este lado del mapa y hay 2 por lado, así que bastante bien.
I think he's trying to just make sure that he gets these fresh hooks because that can be a really big factor.
Yeah.
Where compared to, if you get 5 stages across both the games, 5 stages 3 fresh,
Sabe que están los ventas aquí y no quiere dejarles cruzar, ¿vale? Por eso está justo aquí.
or 5 stages 4 fresh compared to 5 stages 2 fresh is a big difference. So I think
Y se la colaba aquí muy bien el
he's
Ace.
trying to just make sure that he gets as many fresh hooks as possible. Or
Perdón, hay 3 motores en este lado, que soy uno más. Solo que están, hay 2 muy juntitos y uno muy alejado.
maybe VIKZZ are trying to give him the fresh hook so he can't get a tunnel out.
Doc va a llegar al segundo cuelga.
Talking about hook stages,
Ahí
though,
está.
Doc getting into second stage. Karma not being able to go in for the rescue, and everyone else being injured. Doesn't look too great. Now, probably another survivor on the shack. Third generator popping, however. Survivors are still
Claro, es que están heridos. Es muy complicado rescatar.
on their objective, but it doesn't seem like Bubble wants to give Dog away anymore. Just
Creo que no van a poder rescatar, creo que no van a poder.
Yeah, they're in a very risky spot because the only person who can
Yo, si hubiese sido Nathan o Sidru, me habría quitado el virus en el otro lado del mapa, que ahí es muy raro que vaya la plaga, o si va a perder bastante tiempo, e intento el rescate, porque yendo los dos heridos es muy complicado, a no ser que venga Karma ahora.
safely save is Karma, and as soon as Karma gets injured, they have a minus 20% progression speed because of Thanatophobia, and all the gens topside are completed, which means that they could send 1 or 2 topside to try to cleanse, so that Bubo can't use his power without going super far away,
Pues es que no
and
pueden, no
they negate
Yo habría hecho eso, quitarme la infección muy lejos y venir a rescate.
Thanatophobia. So that's probably going to be their play, or maybe they're just going to let Doc die on hook and try to play the 3v1. Then they don't have to worry about the full 4 stacks of Thana because he can't get them.
I mean, yeah, just say goodbye to Doc. I think his fate has been sealed. The 4th generator coming out now, though, is upping the pressure on Bubble. Still one survivor being at check. We did
Que ya obviamente va siempre a M1, no tiene
put
fondos.
some more pressure on this one, but Xaidu. I'm not sure if he's
Creo que
going to
llega,
make
llega,
that
llega.
window
Sí, sí.
ping.
Sabía que llegaba, con buen ping se
It's
llega.
not on Bubble's side, however, so let's see how long he can keep going. If there's another filler across, he does have to interrupt the other generator to stay alive and keep the chase going. First blood loss coming in as well. Karma also not injured, which tells you they're probably doubling again.
Yeah, they're likely trying to
Está perdiendo mucho tiempo en esta chase en la God Rock.
stack. Yeah, I assume so. Shack, because it's really close on its regression event limit. So Bubo decides to take that pallet and just leave. So Zydru had a pretty decent chase there,
Aquí Karma se ha equivocado.
and thankfully Karma's not fully infected, so he doesn't go down instantly, but he does take an M1. He's going to get infected anyway, so he at least gets a speed boost from that. It was live plus the hit speed, so he was able to make it very far very quickly.
Important, but
Bueno, ya sabéis esto, el próximo colgado no se le puede rescatar, o es muy difícil rescatar, mejor dicho.
well, Bubble doesn't necessarily care. There's another injured
Bien.
survivor in front of him. Laser now taking over for Karma, but Bubble
Uy, 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 el motor del saque está calentito.
doesn't bite the bait. Going back towards Shaq immediately, knowing that this is the survivor's objectives. And at this point, I mean, you're trying to keep him busy, but you have to stop
Muy bien aquí el Ace aguantando el suelto de ventana.
pressuring a second gen, right?
Yeah, they're already pressuring another gen. I believe they're
Aquí error.
progressing the gen on the other side, away from
No
where the
llega.
chase is being
No
taken.
llega, no llega.
And Zydru in VC right now, guys, I'm too tap. Guys, I'm too tap.
Classic callouts.
Yeah, that's-
Xaidu.
Pues ya está, aquí está la partida yo creo. Porque esa moto estaba casi, el Sidro le sigo con el salto de la ventana, nadie puede defenderle, pues está todo el mundo herido.
Yeah, that's what the
Y encima ha caído en la zona
that's
más.
the NA callouts at least. I should know. I am an NA player after all.
You know. Alright,
Hey.
second stage. You're excited.
Listen, I don't want people to start hating me, so I'm not going to speak on this. Anyway, so now he's got a hook in the
fan
middle of his.
Bueno, aquí está muerto, ¿eh? No hay nada, nada.
Listen, I
Nada, adiós, hasta luego. ¿Quién eres? Karma.
never said that.
Hasta luego, Karma.
Now he's got a hook in the middle of his 3-gen, and although Shaq is decently high progressed, it's now regressing, and I think Karma is the last fresh hook. I believe everyone else has been hooked. I know Zydru has. He is now death hook, and I think Nizan was the first hook. like the first hook in the game. So yeah, I believe Karma is his last pain res because he didn't use Doc's pain res, and then Doc died on hook, so now he's never going to be able to get it. So this is very upsetting to me. We'll never see all 4 tokens gone.
Muy bien, no va el cuelgue. Primero, los motores es lo más importante.
Womp womp.
Y ahora que tiene metida la elección, sí.
It's going to be
Okay,
very.
Porque es que aquí no hay nada. Está todo vacío. Nada, absolutamente. Está la ventana del sac. Chipú.
Listen, if you're fan favorite, I have to take a different role, right?
Yeah,
I have to
you're
be the
becoming
antagonist.
you're becoming the Mojo Jojo of DBD League.
Este sitio es el más seguro. Está la estructura.
Wow. You don't even know what to say to this. Speechless.
Hey, that's usually what I do. I'm a big yapper, as you can tell. Now, Bubo, I'm guessing he's just trying to wait for them to make a mistake and wait for these
Está haciendo que ese motor baje un poquito más.
2 gens to regress, because I don't think he thinks that gen on the other side is very high progress yet. So I think he's just trying to play this patiently, and it's not very high progress, but I believe they might be stacking it while Zydru holds
El Ace tiene muy buen ping.
chase.
Sorry, I was scared for a second that this might hit, but Bobo's
Bubo-
hanging on.
Yeah, Bubo is
No, no le puedes comer este tú, hombre.
like really
Exit aplasta.
trusting in his ping right now. He's doing his best. I respect it.
I mean, we have
Hey.
seen him hit those popos before, so.
Yeah, hey, maybe him hitting one will win him the game. Maybe it will become 4K1 because of that. So he's got to
Hola, la Z, eso es lo que va a rupear.
descend it.
Yeah,
Tiene
no, you
agilidad,
got me,
pero
Foul Karma.
muy
I know
difícil.
we love edge map ending, but this
Adiós.
is a Z1 and it won't save you from your demise.
Si con agilidad sale de ahí, no sé, le hago un hijo.
Is Karma on the ground? The last fresh hook survivor getting found. But the generators, I mean, slowly but surely they will get more progress, but with the pain coming in now, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I believe Zadru's gen is going to get pain resed. I don't think Shakra's high enough progress, but they are both being progressed, and they're both getting close to their regression limits. So, but now the thing is, Zydru is in chase and doesn't have a pallet at all. Never mind. I believe it was Shaq that got pain res, because I don't know if you noticed that when he pain resed, you could hear the little like
Adiós.
bong sound, which means that it's a gen with high regression limit already. So
Pues
I
ya
believe
está. Si de un muerto, pues ya os imagináis más o 4.
that may have been Shaq that got pain resed.
Well, that could be a deal breaker, but we see Karma working on a gen that's half-ish, and Cassandra's now leaving the trial. You got 2 survivors left. You got 3 hook stages left to accumulate for a bubble. You're gonna get found. You're trying to leave the side with the 3 gen. Obvious choice, but being only 2 survivors, having to break a 3 gen. This seems. I'm not going to say impossible, but you are playing against Bubble, and Bubble has just found your teammate, so.
But I mean, maybe Karma can
Bueno, aquí Karma ha salido hoy en ciertos metros.
pull a spits. Never mind. He decides to leave the Z wall. Okay, so I see. You're scared. Oh, he finds another one. Okay,
Hola.
and he does not live up to his idol's reputation of being able to run a killer on a Z wall for ages.
Spitz
So-
disapproves. Damn.
He's going to challenge you to he's going to put the line on you. That's what he's going to do. Karma, do not meet Spitz in the gates. He will line you. For those of you who don't know, that's just him teabagging at the exit gate.
Which is friendly conversation being made and not BM. Keep
Yeah,
that in
yeah.
mind.
He's
now-
being nice.
Yeah, like Bubble, trying to give Karma another break, you know, just get the breath of fresh air, just have a break for now. Oh,
¿Le ha curado para tercer?
Karma back up and standing though. Not quite over it just yet.
Yeah, now Bubo is complaining about survivors being on a third-party app called Discord, telling each other where they are and what to do.
No.
And Bubo, there we go.
Nada. Ya,
There
ya
finally
está.
he gets the last pixel hit through a window.
I
And
mean,
as soon as Zydru
Bueno, ahora vamos a hacer una chase larga, porque aquí está todo para el virus.
died,
Prácticamente.
there was no chance that they could come back from this. The gens were just they were too low progress, and he has a
Poco falso, ¿no? Ostras, a Leis no le habría dado este hit, ya os lo digo yo.
corruption, and there it is. There,
As soon as
really make the
Vemos la Fer, sin nada. Ya veis que al principio la plaga le cuesta muchísimo su primer cuelgue, pero cuando avanzará mucho la partida se hace cada vez más fuerte por el diseño del mapa, también es verdad. El diseño del mapa ayuda mucho. Vale, siguiente partidita. Vamos muy bien en el nivel de los supervivientes. El único problema es eso. No puedes, en este mapa no puedes permitirte dejar 3 motores en un lado. Porque si haces eso y juegas con 2 supervivientes, con 4 supervivientes todavía se puede llegar a adelantar la partida. Pero con 2 supervivientes es muy difícil, ya lo habéis visto. Es muy, muy difícil. No hay palets y no puedes hacer nada, literalmente. Así que ese ha sido el error principal del equipo de Vic. Pero bueno, en general han jugado bien.
But I didn't expect him not running Thana. He's actually running Bamboozle instead. And I think that that's actually a pretty decent choice because you can...
Desconcierto, muy buena pick, ¿vale? Para que las salsas sean un poquito más cortas si vas a M1, ¿vale? Casi siempre este killer casi siempre va a M1. Así que también es muy buena elección.
try to outplay main building a little bit more.
Y el main, ya sabéis que el main con la ventana suele estar bastante fuerte.
And Shack. And those are two of the biggest time waste on this map.
O el sack, también obviamente.
talking about time wasting, Bubble, the first one on the task, trying to waste as much time as possible off Dog, now trying to dodge the Vile Purge, but now
Mucho cuidado, no estás acercarte al killer, te puede salir rápido.
trying to not get infected also costs you distance between you and the killer getting the first window, but ooh, also the first hit, and as you've mentioned, first Corrupt Purge and the Bamboozle closing up main building.
Claro,
It's one of the strongest loops in the game. But now...
Es uno de los loops más fuertes en esta partida, pero con desconcierto ya su puerta se va a tomar por culo.
Not anymore.
Yeah, now Bubo literally cannot use this pretty much at all. The
Vale.
only
Bueno, no, pared no, porque te podía dar el chorro por arriba, así que ha hecho bien enorme.
chance he has is trying to run to position and hoping Doc misses his Corrupt Purge, but this could be a really fast down. Unless maybe Bubo is able to dodge and get the stun here. It is possible.
Aquí mal Dog, que tenía que haber bajado un poquito la
He's
mirada.
not gonna be able to, he's not gonna get it. Dirty crouch tech abuser. Oh,
Ahí, perfecto, baja su la mirada y ya está.
okay, Bubo. I had respect for you before this game.
Oh.
Oh.
You give back your friendship bracelet.
Pues primera chase muy rápida, porque claro, iba con el poder, es normal que sea rápido.
Well, hey, it's okay because Bubo just earned me $10 from every single person here. So thank you, Bubo. I forgive you. I forgive you for abusing this tech.
I mean, it also goes to show Bubbles' experience. It was really... even dodging 2 of these purges was really nice. Now, being on the hook, though, you gave them their
Ha entrado el Sides, me parece ahora, que también, ya os digo, es un super jugador.
first painers.
El equipo de ARIANDEL siempre tiene muy buenos
Which
jugadores.
got a point to Shaq, I believe.
Por eso es top 4 para mí del mundo. Top
2
4, top
more
5.
gens, 2 individual more further gens have been progressed, though. Excise and Hardware working on those. And Doc still rotating back, trying to protect his hook, as well as the gens on top side.
Yeah, they pull that super quickly because Doc really committed towards bottom side, trying to get a little bit info on the survivors. So they had just a free pull. They didn't even get injured for it. The only thing he gets is an infection. And now Swatter has this pallet and main building to work with no Corrupt Purge anymore. So they were in a really bad
Vale, ahora, bueno, salta otra vez, perfecto, porque si no le lanzan el palet y le pillan todo el mapa, así que tiene que volver a
position.
saltar.
I think they've kind of come back from that already. Especially the fact that Swatter's able to play with Bubo now and hopefully try to prevent the tunnel out.
Oh, second gen
Muy bien aquí, Bubo, pilla full W hacia las estructuras.
done, upping the pressure just a little bit.
Creo que aquí se le va a ir la partida, a Dog, ¿eh? En esta chase.
But as long as you get 1 survivor out before it's coming down to your 3-gen
Vale.
play, there's still everything possible for Doc, technically.
Yeah, Bubo has some dirty connections here. He has a jungle gem straight into a pallet gem, so Doc's just trying to maybe bloodlust this. Never mind.
Muy bien aquí,
Decides to
Bubo,
break.
muy bien.
It is mind gameable, but you can terror radius read, so it is difficult to mind game a pallet gem. But he decides to just break and leave and protect his, I believe it's a 4-gen on top side.
maybe for anyone not too familiar with the term, what exactly is terror radius reading?
So the closer you are to the killer, the louder the
Muy buen salto. Este salto no es fácil
terror
hacerlo.
radius gets, and the music also changes a little bit. So the closer the killer gets, if you can hear it getting louder and the tune of it getting different,
Va, la colina va a tener que ir equilibrada. Muy bien hecho aquí por parte de
then
Suecia.
you can tell that the killer is getting closer to you. So if you're holding a check spot and you can't see the killer, you can use terror radius to try to kind of tell the distance. And based on how the tile looks, you can use that distance to determine where the killer is, so that you don't get mind gamed on things.
Aquí no llega.
It's
no-
used
no
a
llega.
lot on things
llega.
like pallet gems.
Aquí se ha equivocado, debería haber ido al palet de la izquierda, que es cierto que también era un palet malo, pero debería haber ido al de allá a la izquierda. Aquí no, vamos, yo dije no llega.
Or even jungle gems.
A este tenía que haber ido. Creo que se ha ido para allá para que le reparen aquí, me parece. Por eso se ha ido para allá para no molestar aquí, porque es el único sentido que tiene. Lo suyo sería haber venido a este palet.
And it's one of those little niche things that, especially in comp, can make or break things.
Ooh, does he pop this?
Buah,
Oh, he
chaval.
does pop it. Wasn't a pain res.
Súper justo, chaval. Hola.
That is
So
actually,
close.
that is actually. I mean, he still has kind of a 3-gen, but that gen was probably the one to protect because now even his 3-gen is split.
Si os fijáis, dos motores en este lado, este motor allí y habrá otro allí, aquí detrás. Entonces, muy bien aquí reparado por el equipo de él.
Like he's got
Está este y estos dos, vale.
he's got
Sí que están en el morado, pero están este y el otro bastante
2
lejanos.
gens on the other side of the main, which for those of you who don't know, that is referred to as 11, and main is
De hecho, ese motor está muy cerca de mitad del mapa, que es la parte más fuerte de este mapa.
12, and the call out system, and then the other gen by water tower.
¡Hostias! ¡Qué pedazo de F! No lo ha visto,
That is referred to
Va con el poder recién pillado.
as 11, and main is 12, and the call out system, and
A ver. Está aquí detrás, justo.
then the
Mirad. Hola.
other gen by water tower.
¡Buah! A tomar por culo el poder. Cagada gigantesca. A tomar por culo la partida.
And he gets stunned. Wait,
Immediately.
Buah.
did he have corrupt purge?
Buah.
I believe
I'm not-
so. Well, he had it.
Muy bien. Ha sido búho, ¿no? Sí, muy bien
Well,
búho.
yeah, he doesn't
It was a
anymore
Estaba en el sitio apropiado.
for
Thanks.
sure.
Really nice one. Another cleanse coming out, and now we got up repair speed on Hardwell, trying to get that
Esto es otra cosa. 4 supervivientes para un motor sí que se puede sacar la partida.
last generator out of the game. Technically, you could even try to ignore Swatter being on the hook if you're fast enough on pushing that last gen, but if Doc catches up to it, he has to leave the hook, try to interrupt that gen, but that marks perfect point in time for the hovering survivor to kind of get the save out of the way. This is a terrible spot for Doc to be in.
Oh, he's in a really bad spot
Solo te llega el segundo cuadro.
right now because Hardwell is progressing his generator on the other side of the map. It is
Sí.
extremely
Hardwell está aquí.
close. I don't even know if Doc makes it. He decides to leave and try to pressure this. I don't know if he makes it in time. I don't know how far
Ahí
it is.
está.
He does make it. Okay, very, very good timing from Doc. But if he left that hook,
Buen M1.
oh, he just
Con ese cambio de cámara rápida.
swings through and gets the free hit. That's very nice. He gets hit, drops the pallet, and is now zoned. So I think this will. Never mind. He has a rock pallet here.
You think it would have been a miss if he didn't go to pull the pellet because it did pull him back just a bit.
Maybe
Adiós.
if
¿Le estaban haciendo el motor o otro
was
ahí?
pretty
Bueno, ahí no, en el otro lado.
close, and someone just full sent it for the gen. So they pop it, and yeah. See, Doc, you should have just brought
Pues escapan 3, chicos.
Ruin or something, okay, buddy? You needed that gen regression.
Well, gen regression didn't come in exactly. I have to argue that Bamboozle maybe didn't bring as much value as he would have had to win over this trial. But, nevertheless, the 5th gen being popped marks a second point.
Aquí tiene pared, tiene que dar la vuelta por aquí para que no se vaya por la puerta.
Oh, that means we are moving up to our match points. They're doing a pretty good job on Team Miranda.
Yeah, Like they're
Para mí aquí... no, es que esta vez no está con el virus. Cuando vi el virus, quitárselo.
chases obviously are good, but so are
No, sí que está con el virus, pues debería quitárselo.
Team VIKZZ. But
Y ayudar a un
their
compañero, ¿sabes?
4v1 play is really good. Like the fact that they had two people
Ah, no,
splitting
hasta
those
luego.
gens and knowing that they could do them safely, like really helped them. The fact that
Segunda fuente que utiliza en la partida, solo he utilizado una, al principio y ya está.
they were able to pop that
Quiero recordar, si no me equivoco.
hill gen, and the hook that he got next to it wasn't even a pain res, pretty much spelled the loss for Doc, because that 3 gen was unholdable. And then right after that, he loses his power by getting stunned on main. So
Yeah.
the combination of that, there was absolutely no way that Doc could have come back from it.
Yeah, it was
And
detrimental.
And now he's just trying to mind game my goat Bubo. And I see now, Bubo. You brought Urban Evasion to abuse
Cuidado que a lo mejor se muere, Bubo.
this broken
Esa viene a ayudar, eso fijáis, va a ayudar.
bug. Okay, buddy.
I have one question for you. How much of a
Solo que está con el vómito negro. Cuidado con la ayuda.
role did RNG play in this one? Was it partially RNG's fault?
No se la lía, Es que tiene visión de todo aquí.
Somewhat. I think if he had Thana, he would have been in a much better position. But at the same
Va a dejar a morir aquí, Solamente va a esperar el killer y no se va a mover.
time, like
Well, that's not
Bamboozle got
RNG
hit.
though.
Yeah, but Bamboozle gave him like a really quick down at the beginning. So
True.
maybe Thana overall would have been more worth it, but I don't know, because maybe they would have had a longer chase, for example. But I think maybe if he was able to get that pain
Bro.
res, then possibly
No puede hacer nada superviviente ahí, ¿vale?
he could have held this 3 gen. And now Doc flipstick.
Pues ya está, ahí. Pues el Doc salió de la partida en el primer túnel. Ahí me acuerdo que Swatter con Ashley defendió muy bien a Bobo, le defendió muy bien ahí en nuestra de main. Tardó mucho en tunelar, pese a que el primer cuelgue fuese más rápido. Y nada, contra 4 supervivientes ya veis que aunque son 3 es muy difícil remontarlo, muy difícil. Contra 3 supervivientes todavía se puede, contra 4 es tremendamente difícil. Así que nada, se ha hecho 5 cuelgues y chimpún. Así que nada, partidaza de... Bueno, y comerse el palete ese que se lo ha comido por hardware, que se lo ha tirado perfecto. Ahí ya la partida se ha ido a tomar por culo. Porque de hecho llevan 2 addons que son fortísimos, el tener otra fuente extra, que no lo comentaba antes, y para que la corrupta, o sea, el vómito negro, te dure bastante más. Y nada, le ha durado el poder 10 segundos, creo, o 15 segundos, así que a tomar por sacar la partida. Vale, siguiente partida es enfermerita, así que vamos para allá. De momento 2-0 para Ariandel.
Surprise! We're already back.
Aquí han empezado muy tarde, os fijáis, la partida ya ha empezado hace por lo menos 15 segundos, ¿vale? De aquí hemos condición corruptada, pero es eso, no la han puesto. Así que nada, va con Inmortal Ruina, Erupción para cuando le quiten Inmortal y Ruina. Yo aquí me hubiese... Un gancho para la no pueden ponérsela, ¿vale? Pero yo me hubiese puesto solo Ruina y en vez de Inmortal me pongo otra. Ya vería cuál, pero solo Ruina. A lo mejor me pongo aquí Espinas de la Sombra, que te ayuda a la Chase. Porque es muy difícil que quiten 2 totems y luego tú usas Erupción. Es muy raro que quiten los 2 totems, ¿vale? Y los mejores son de la enfermera, de que pone la aceleración y que cuando pegue un hit se quita red de terror.
Back again into trial number 5.
Hola.
Doc coming out on the killer and immediately finding Bubble once again. Is this a deja vu? Oh!
A la Buba ha hecho una chase de más o menos aproximadamente 10 segundos.
We've been in this place before. Bubble on the
Bastante
ground,
bien.
early first down. Good start for Doc.
Yeah, this is very good. And not only did he get that quick down, now he sees scratch marks of another survivor, so he knows where at least 2 people are. One's on his shoulder, and the other's by Shaq.
Yo me he puesto en vez de ruina agitación, seguramente.
So, and you have probably the most classic comp tower nurse build at the moment,
Vale, quito inmortal.
with Ruin Undying, classic. Try to get that Ruin regression in the 3v1. That's going to be very big. And then Eruption is a little bit of a backup. Then you got the Undetectable add-on, which means anytime you hit a survivor with your Blink attack, you gain Undetectable status for 25 seconds. And also the
Hostia,
Mangled
Ruina.
add-on, which
Interesante.
means that if you hit survivor with your Blink,
Esto no se suele hacer por lo general, y mucho menos en el early.
they get mangled, which
O sea, va a volver a empezar.
means that the next heal they have will be a bit slower. It seems
Wait.
they already found both his totems, so I think he might be losing
Esta enfermera tiene el freeze down más rápido de toda la season. Han sido 26 segundos, ¿vale? Nosotros nos hemos perdido 6, pero han sido 26 segundos de chase, ¿vale? O sea, en fin, acaba de conseguir la chase más rápida.
Ruin and Undying right now. Never mind.
Wow.
No llegas, no
Swatter
llegas.
decides.
Ha tirado un. Ha tardado en tirar.
Oh, he misses the swing. Maybe
Bueno, queda un poquito igual porque va a tunelear.
he had his monitor off for a second.
Listen, maybe something was on the ground.
Aquí esto es lo mucho que os dije, que a veces cuando tirar TP simplemente vete acercándote a pasitos y cuando tengas la vista la ves al
I'm
top.
trying to pick it up. It happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And a swing and a miss is nothing to be ashamed about. And I think Doc might be able to make it up, but we're edge map ending once again. Bubble on the chase, trying to not get the second
Lo seguro al final.
down too quickly, but with no resources. Well, it is going to be a fast second down. However, Bubble
Y adiós Immortal, o sea, Immortal Ruina.
is already come down to only one perk
Con un body no llega,
that's going to help him throughout this trial. It's going to be Eruption, but I don't think we've seen him pop any gen for now. Who did pop a gen though? Are these survivors?
Yeah, they popped a gen top side. Now, I believe that may have been doubled. I think I think one started it and then the other rotated to help them with that gen. And now he doesn't have like the classic 3 gen on comp tower towards main building, but he does have pretty good gen
muy bien la reparación.
split now. And never mind, they did not double that gen. They have 2 gens popping.
Important. I mean, you could complement their gen speed, which it is to be complimented, but already 2 stages and 1 survivor, you need those 2 gens. So we're still not in the worst spot for Doc. The survivors need to keep it up and possibly need to get Bubble off of hook, because having 3
No nos hemos dado datos de la enfermera porque creo que todavía no se ha jugado la enfermera, ¿vale? Por eso.
survivors on 3 gens left, that's not a situation you want to be in. Swat
Claro, se intercambian porque si no muere
now
Bubo.
taking the first hit, he's going to take the trade as well.
Y me imagino que Suate tendría que apretarle, casi seguro, ¿vale? Si no tiene sentido esto que acaba.
Oh, rescue coming in.
Tiene que venir el inquebrantable, básicamente.
Swat on the ground, but to not be mistaken, Doc is going to go for the tunnel out. So now the survivors are on the task of getting Sweater off the ground and keeping Bubble alive somehow.
Muy bien aquí.
Wow.
Yeah, Bubo reads him trying to just blink through the wall and get an instant tap on him, and he lies all the way to the other side of the map. So now Doc has uses blinks to catch up, then uses blink to down. So, like, it's very
Muy bien, Bubo, está moviendo muy
very
bien.
good double back there. Messes Doc up completely, and never mind, runs back into him. So maybe
Muy bien, Bubo, se ha jugado muy bien, la verdad.
if Bubo had run a bit more mid map, he could have wasted a lot of time from Doc. But
Hacer que estas enfermedades fallen TPs, creedme que es una gran mano por su
it
parte.
would have been a bad
O sea, muy buena habilidad, me refiero.
death position, meaning Doc would have been able to pressure the gens more quickly. It looks like they might pop the bottom side 3 gen.
O sea, le dio colgar al lado del motor.
Survivors
'Cause
being
of-
organized, so yeah.
Yeah, they're caring less about pumping out as many gens as they can by splitting a bunch, but they're really focusing on trying to get certain gens done, because they do not want to be in a 3 gen against
Pues ya veis, en un túnel muy fresco le han clavado 3 motores, así que
a
perfecto.
killer that can have 10-second chases.
Also, if we're looking at Nurse, we have to keep in mind these teams are going to take turns on who plays killer and who plays survivor, right? And the Nurse is a killer that you expect to get a really good result. You expect them, honestly, to get a 4K at some point. So focusing on getting one generator after another out of
Muy bien cancelado aquí
the way.
el TP.
which is our first win condition, is so important. Getting all of these done and then maybe even an out would already be
Muy bien, han tenido que utilizar los 2 TPs para hitearle, parece que no, pero esto cambia mucho. Si con un TP te da, luego el siguiente hit te va a venir muy rápido.
right result for them. So focusing on that as well, also the right thing to do at this point.
Yeah, like 4K1 is extremely
Otro motor, joder, están reparando como unas bestias.
common for Nurse. Like, it is probably the most common Nurse result. And now we see the classic Nurse strategy where you try to tunnel out one survivor and then you just try to slug the other 3. because hooking takes too much time and he does not have a 3-gen to hold, so there's no reason to actually hook Hardwell because there's no good hook position for him.
Claro, está diciendo el comentarista que no tiene sentido colgar a Hardwell porque está muy mala localización, está fuera de los motores, colgarle allí no te va a servir para literalmente nada. Es mejor dejarlo en el suelo, que un suplente vaya a curarle y que luego tenga que patearse el mapa entero para ir a los motores. Así que aquí muy bien dicho por el comentarista y muy buena decisión por dos.
He has 2 gens on the other side of the map.
Claro, tiene 2 motores en otro lado del mapa.
We did already see the Unbreakable used as well, so... And second survivor will have to rotate over to
Sprint.
pick him up, so now we know the position of all 3 of them. Swatter getting it down though.
Y aquí sí que va a colgar.
Magic and Hartwell's position, somewhat known however. Question is, are you gonna go for the reset or are you gonna decide to go for the gen?
Yeah, Bubo, not Bubo. Doc decides to just instantly hook because Swatter was the only person to have saved. Now,
Han preparado muy bien el equipo de ARIANDEL, porque está un motor allá y 2 motores aquí.
unless Bubo was Deli, we know that Swatter is Deli, but Doc can only guess, and he's assuming that Swatter
Ahí está curándose.
is Deli, so he's just trying to get that out of the way so that he doesn't have to worry about it later on. Maybe he has a
Vale, liberación.
maybe has a chance to get a good hook and it doesn't matter because of Deli. So goes ahead and gets it out of the way and then instantly finds Hardwell. Now Hardwell going to take him all the way to edge map as far as he
Muy bien. Ese pequeño giro le ha hecho dudar a
can away from everybody, and never mind, just goes down instantly.
That could also be another fresh. Right now, not worrying too much about the other survivors possibly also doubling a gen. You know, they're not gonna go for the reset on Swatter because, well, obviously he's broken, so he cannot be healed right now. But the match
¡Hostia puta, chaval!
being close. But you just don't know how close you
buddy.
were. That was
Dog buddy,
almost
look
a
behind you.
Cuando el killer vea la repetición se va a cagar en todo.
Oh no!
Dog didn't take my advice before this game. Put eyes in the back of your head. Oh, that would have been so big. I think that Swatter may have popped that bottom side gen, but I think he could have gotten it down on the Magic, and then probably just slugged Swatter afterwards, and that would have likely been a 4K0. And now we see.
Interesting.
El sótano aquí arriba
Sorry, go ahead.
buscando aquí.
Interestingly enough, like you've mentioned
Buscando amapolas en el sótano, la enfermera.
before, you're now trying to keep all the survivors busy. When you have a slug, you don't really need to hook
Pues le va a hacer el motor, Porque al main no ha ido ni una vez, no sabe nada del pulso del main, nada absolutamente.
the one person and try to go for the next one. Then the survivors are already split again on their objectives right now. With all 3 of them up and standing,
Ve por primera vez ahora.
I'd argue that this is a potential situation where the survivors could really shift this once again. However, Hardwell focusing on the
Aquí muy bien los supervivientes se ponen un motor en cada uno, para que aunque Chase les dé un motor a base siempre avanzado.
gen Swatter as well. They're trying to get this last generator out by doubling.
Hola, tío, el Magic este es un ninja profesional.
Magic once again hiding and is so close to Dog. Oh, if he's going to watch the VODs, he's going to be so
Pues se lo
mad.
hacen, se lo hacen, se lo hacen.
He's. I know he's sitting there thinking, where is he? Where is
Está perdiendo mucho tiempo Doc ahí, no se puede estar tanto
he
tiempo.
at? And now he's going to watch back this VOD. He's going to see that.
Claro.
Oh, he was there this whole time. And he's gonna feel so bad about himself. And they popped that
Se van por esa puerta, todos.
last gen. Now those gens were very split. I didn't expect Doc to be
No
able
le
to
da
hold them,
tiempo, no le da tiempo.
but I thought maybe he'd have a couple more stages for it than he does now.
Si fuese un hillbilly le da tiempo, un interior, una enfermera, ya sabéis que una enfermera lo que salga a distancias tarda en llegar aunque tenga el...
So this is looking like guaranteed outs. This may even be a 3 out. This might be 5 stages.
Pues es la...
This is possibly really going to be the 5 stages. I'm not shocked, but it's not the expected result on Earth, let's be honest.
Está aquí detrás, está aquí detrás.
And your team is down to 0 right now. They're resetting once again, so they're not on the exit gates for now, but as soon as everyone's
Está aquí.
full health, you can also start
La madre que me parió, tú.
looking at those gates. One has already been opened. I don't think he's going to get any more hook stages out of this, honestly. So this is going to be in turn
Nada,
a really hard task for
Petardo de victoria al compañero.
VIKZZ survivors. Oh,
Oh,
good morning.
blinding your teammates. That's a -2. So
Ahora,
now
ya.
VIKZZ's win condition
There you go.
is a
Pues nada más que 5 cuelgues con enfermedad en este mapa es muy poco, ¿vale? Poquísimo. Vamos, por regla general te sueles merendar a 3 por regla general, ¿vale? Pero ha perdido mucho tiempo ahí en los cuelgues y han reparado muy rápido y muy bien al equipo de Ariandel, la verdad, y se le han sacado hasta Pugo a una partida, nada, un par de minutos, pero le han sacado 3 motores en ese par de minutos, o sea, brillante Han sido más, ¿vale? Pero ya me entendéis. Como han hecho los motores, los rápidos lo han hecho muy bien. Y luego esas decisiones, mecánicamente ha jugado bien, creo que se ha cometido un error, pero las decisiones también no ha sabido a dónde ir y en qué momento ir. Y eso sabéis que con la enfermera significa y mucho. Así que nada, vamos con la última partidita. A ver qué tal, vamos a tener pinta de que Ariandel se lleva el poto al agua. Así que nada, vamos para allá.
Trial number 6.
De Fallen Art, buah, este es una bestia con la enfermera. Yo soy el main enfermera del equipo de Ariandel. Creo que solo juega enfermera, juega un killer más, tal. Pero este es una bestia con la enfermera. Y lleva luz extinta o luz que agoniza, que es una perk muy buena para cuando haces muchos cuelgues. Cuando llegas a 5 cuelgos así, ya la perk está muy bien aprovechada.
Ariandel being up 2-0 and the Fallen Art now trying to close it off in a 3-0. These survivors are on one task and it's going to be one
Sí, corrió para allá, no le dio, pero se fue recto.
steep win
Se fue recto, se fue para allá.
condition, Flightless.
oh
Se ha equivocado aquí Fallen
yeah,
Art.
Ariandel Survivor side got a really good result versus Team VIKZZ's Nurse, and now Team VIKZZ have to beat that result. They're going to have to get an
Mal primer TP.
amazing result, like really amazing result to be able to beat that. And versus Fallen Out Nurse, that's not easy at all. Especially with this build, a much different approach. It's got Eruption, like pretty
Muy bien, lo
much
pausa.
every killer brings nowadays, with Pop, so that you get a little bit of like base regression, and then Dying Light for a little bit of slowdown. And then
No está jugando Nathan ahora.
hopefully his tunnel out is not the obsession.
Oh, first one being found is
Aquí Jiggy no puede hacer nada.
Jiggy, and we're going on
Guys.
the ground.
Guys, I'm too top. Guys, I'm too top.
Un motor, muy bien.
Well, I did want to say it, but someone, I'm not going to mention any names, got too top. However, first gen being done in time as well. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a pretty decent start for Team VIKZZ, because yeah, the chase obviously was super quick, but the position of the chase was pretty good for them. It was on the
Muy bien, si fijáis, el TP a la esquina con la enfermera es lo que hay que hacer muy bien.
opposite side of the map from where.
Aunque hagas a los dos TPs.
Ooh, and already getting hit. Does he just commit this, trying to take fresh state? Yes, he does.
Con un TP se le ha arriesgado,
I mean, honestly,
guessing-
no, three survivors busy right now. Jiggy's got rescued already,
Perfecto.
got a fast hit onto Karma. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not looking terrible for Team VIKZZ, but it's also like just keeping in mind the win condition, like they're gonna have to keep this up the whole time. Like they can't slip up at all. And already he's finding someone else. He just saw their little feetsies behind
Muy bien, no lo tiras, muy
the
arriesgado.
wall.
Fallen out, living up to his
Muy bien, perfecto.
reputation. Another first hit coming onto Doc. Trying to get that third fresh hook in a row. Well, not trying to predict anything here. Playing it with patience. Knows where the edge map Andy is. Andying, and there we go once again. A fast down.
Menudo papel, chaval.
Yeah, it's already the third hook, and that's 3 stacks of Dying Light too, so the gens are a little bit slower. And there's 2 people occupied at the moment. One's being healed, and the other is healing. So there's only 1 person on gens right now. And we're
Aquí Karma muy mal, no sé por qué ha venido para acá, tiene que haberse alejado. Aquí Karma bastante mal.
already
Hello.
so close to the win condition, and
Okay, that hits. Sure it does.
Deliverance comes through, but it doesn't really matter. Like, this is your 4th fresh as well.
With the pressure being applied as well, 3 survivors being
Qué bien, si os fijáis, se ha mantenido detrás y ¡pum! Se ha clavado contra la roca.
injured.
Perfecto.
Sure, one cannot be healed.
Perfecto, por Falenar. Perfecto.
Right now, hugging the hill over there. Damao on the ground, last pressure out of the way.
Yeah, saw
Este gol no suma para Lucio Agoniza, pero
I
bueno.
saw Damao.
También.
He was running into that rock a little bit, so I think he blinded himself with the firecracker, and just tried to full predict where Fallen Art would be. Already 4 hooks at 4 gens. So this is much better for Team Ariandel than it is for Team VIKZZ.
Keeping in mind, you need outs on Nurse.
Yeah, you're like, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna be a little pessimistic here, but I don't think this is possible. I don't think this is winnable at this point. But maybe if they can somehow have an amazing chase, which it is Jiggy and Chase, it is possible. Fallen Art's about to get egoed.
Can you see?
Ahí Jiggy yendo hacia los árboles, ahí te entregas a la enfermera rotunda.
The
Los árboles no sirven contra la enfermera.
Jiggy, let
grass
me
is
down.
so
Contra una mala sirve, contra una muy buena.
hypnotizing.
Jiggy's let me down. Buddy, I know you can do it. Come on.
Vas a pegar erupción, vale, vas a
A
pegar.
very quick down.
No espera.
It's right. I'm pretty sure this is like the only
Qué raro, Yo hubiese esperado porque son literalmente esperas menos de 10
gym of
segundos.
progress as well at the moment.
Va sobrado.
With 4 stacks of Dying Light and
Well,
I
it's
took
only
it.
one more hook to already mark this trial as a dominant win, so one more to go. Daimao getting the first hit. This chase already makes or breaks our match point. Found out on the task. It's an edge map situation. One
Mecánicamente está jugando perfecto, Falenar.
rock to fulfill everyone's dreams, but oh no. Daimao going on the ground. The pickup having a little problem here and there, but for Fallout, he's known for his blinks, not for the pickups.
Lo malo que hay de Daimao, si lo mata, esta presa se desactiva, así que tenga cuidado.
So, once this survivor goes on hook, that already marks a dominant first win of our matchup. The Fallen Arts, listen, I'm impressed. Come on.
yeah, he's played this really well. Like, and he did get lucky at times. Like the fact that he saw Doc rotating on that 4 lane, going for the pool on the hill. Like the fact that he found him so quickly. 1, that's another fresh hook. 2, that's another pop. 3, it's another Dying Light stack. And 4, it forces someone to go for the save. So that's less gym pressure. With this like low of a win condition. From that alone, and the fact that he was just able to find players so easily.
¿Cómo sabía que no súper bien de aquí,
Like it's just textbook Nurse.
Perfecto.
And
It's
like
so
even
Se fijé la otra enfermera en esta estructura fue a patita, pero aquí Falenar un TP y hostia.
Impressive to see.
yeah,
Hostia, que te
even
creo.
now with him going for fresh hooks and this still being a 4v1, this is
Una media los está violando literalmente.
looking like it's going to be maybe a 4K0 at this point. At worst.
Worse, yeah. I'm so excited to see though how Fallout is going to play this out. I mean, they continue to play this. Usually you
Y ya 5 cargas de luz extinta, esto ya
can
pica.
also take it as a scrim or you go for 1v1s. We've seen both of these things happen, but
Yo creo que van a hacer un motor más y chimpuna.
I'm curious to see how fast he's going to be able to close this out because judging by these first couple of hooks coming in
Aquí primero.
this quickly. Oh, first time Karma avoiding that hit after being fouled very quickly. So there's some progress, but listen, I'm very impressed by Fallout. I believe he is known for it
Qué buen chungo, chaval, brutal.
though, so
Yeah, he's
guess-
a very good Nurse player.
yeah.
I was hoping to see Excise Nurse though. I wanna see
Muy bien aquí, Karma se mete por la roca para
the
protegerse.
Excise Nurse in the next compilation he uploads in maybe a year time.
Claro.
Wow. Once again, a clean prediction. You got two choices: go around the loop or try to back up. And the prediction coming in clearly once again.
Tienen que ir a main para ver cómo está ese
Karma into
motor.
the second stage. Do you think all generators are gonna be popped?
I honestly don't think so, because he has Pop Eruption, he has a 3-gen, and he has 6 stacks of Dying Light in a 3v1. So I don't think that they can pop all these gens. This might even be 4K2 if Allnart tries to play for it. But I think maybe he's like, I've got
Liberación.
my win condition, I'm set to go.
Ah, no, no sé liberación.
So I can just sit back and chill.
You can just breathe now. I mean, honestly, maybe coming back to the format for now, since currently we're not in some elimination
Ha gastado los 2 TPs.
bracket, but we are in a group stage setting.
Tiene que sobreponerse el
This doesn't mark the end for VIKZZ at all, right?
Sabe que está muy bien, la verdad.
It is a great start and a perfect start with a 3-0 for Ariandel, but just to remind everyone once again, currently a group
Para hecho esto para recordar un poquillo.
stage setting with 10 teams, which means every team needs to verse every team once, so we are playing out 9 rounds. So everything's still possible
Muy buen paletazo, brutal aquí.
for Team VIKZZ, besides possibly a first place if that's a strong if a team goes flawless
Y
with
se va.
all
Muy bien, muy buena decisión.
3 zeros or all wins. So just to keep that in mind, this season things are going a bit differently, so we are nowhere near saying goodbye to Team VIKZZ, and honestly I would be sad to say goodbye to them already, because even though they've lost the O, we did see a lot of great performances. Once again, maybe mentioning FaZe's first trial with the Dark Lord.
Yeah, with that, honestly, after that first game, I was
Uy. El micro del pavo se le va.
I was starting to maybe question, like how confident I was in Ariandel winning. Like, I still thought that maybe
Joder, el micro, tío, me está dando dolor de cabeza.
Ariandel would take this personally, but I was like, maybe VIKZZ will put up a much more of a fight than I thought, and
Muy bien, el por cierto, los 2 TP, vamos.
they did. Like, they've been playing this very well. It's just
Pues mira, un motor más.
Ariandel have also been playing very well, and it's just a bit better.
Yeah, they were good, but Ariandel just did
¿Ves? Vale, no soy el único. En plan, los robots, en plan, tío, ¿qué le pasa?
better.
Undercover
I'm curious
robot.
to see
Casting robotic, joder, es que.
how they're going
Hay casting confirmado.
to play against all the other
Joder.
teams that they have to verse. It's again, first weekend in.
Queda poquito.
I gotta
Yeah.
say as well, I really like the new format, having the opportunity to get to know these teams for a longer period of time than we've had in the past.
Like, you know, in the normal best of 3, like, you could have teams where maybe the first 2 sets they're just having an off game, like they're not playing their best, and in this best of 4, after those first 2 games, maybe they lock in and they're able to bring it back to a 2-2 or something. So it gives a bit more opportunity, and I'm really hoping that Team VIKZZ they don't take this loss too hard. Like, I know getting 3-0'd is like, okay, we got destroyed, but I hope they don't see it that way and crush their morale as much, because I still think that they can do really well in this tournament.
No.
Oh, absolutely. There's so much more to come.
Catálogo echando.
Another thing, now mentioning the 3-0, especially for our score sheet in the end, is going to be, it does make a difference
Hola.
how
Perfecto. Uy, perdón.
dominant you win against other teams. So, pointing out Ariandel, they've got a big heads up, because as you've seen, possibly, it doesn't matter if you win 3-0 or 2-1, or, for example, 2-0 when sets are tied, because the amount of sets you win puts your percentages of sets up and puts you higher in our end ranking. And since the top 4 are going to qualify for playoffs, this might very well come into play when determining who is going
Por aparte no han salido decentemente, sin la verdad.
to be one of our top 4 teams. So for Ariandel, on the other hand, amazing start.
Yeah, like, getting a 3-0 is definitely going to be very, very refreshing to them. honestly think that maybe they expected this
Está aquí, sigue por aquí por la derecha.
because they're very, very confident team, and
Está un poco ciego, Falena.
that Fallen Art did not see Doc running. So now we get to see the classic 1v1 set. So Doc, I know you want to play 1v1, but wait for the next tournament, okay? This is 4v1. Just let him more you.
Just give him to him. Just
Yeah,
hand it to him.
he's earned it, bro. He's got 7 stacks of Dying Light.
Segundo TP sobraba, porque el primer TP ya lo había acertado de pleno, así que, buah, de locos.
There you go.
Thank you.
Vale, pues ahí está. Buah, Falena, os digo, ya conocías, main enfermera, es el que juega enfermera para Ariandel y se ha demostrado que es una bestia. Aún así, tío, el equipo de Big 4 motores lo han hecho y eso es una enfermera que se los ha papeado, o sea, se los ha reventado literalmente y le han sacado 4 motores, o sea, joder, hermano, eso habla mucho de cómo está el juego, o sea, como un killer, que es el mejor killer del juego, juega perfecto y los suplentes sacan 4 motores, hostias. Joder, hermano, no debería ser, digamos, tan ajustado. Los suplentes contra un killer tan fuerte que juega perfecto deberían hacer como mucho 2 motores y ya está. Pero bueno, muy bien el equipo de VIKZZ sacando 4 motores adelante. Pero bueno, 3-0, esta es la partida más desequilibrada, o sea, me refiero de confrontación. La primera partida, la segunda partida fue Plaga, la primera partida, ¿quién coño fue? Se me ha olvidado, tío. Ah, sí, el Drácula fue la partida más igualada de todas, la de Drácula. La de Plaga también, se notó que Ariandel mejor en tema de decisiones. Y esta ha sido, yo creo, donde ha habido más diferencia de todos. Final es una máquina. Así que nada, 3-0 para Ariandel. Muy buen partido, ha estado bastante entretenido y se ha disfrutado bastante. Han sacado killers. Quitando plagas un poco aburrida. A mí, Drácula y Enfermera me encanta verlos. Así que nada, espero que se hayáis disfrutado las partiditas, que hayáis aprendido un poquitín, como siempre os digo. Y nada, ya nos vemos la semana que viene con más vídeos por canal. Tenéis una semana súper excelente. Os quiero mucho, chavales. Chao, chao.